Hello everyone, my name is Abigail Robinson and today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can open an in-home daycare in the state of Wisconsin. Before we get started, I need you to do me a favor. In the comments, I want you to type start if you're ready to get started, or type dreaming if you're still thinking about it. I read those comments and it helps me know who my audience is and who's really ready to take action. Now, let's talk about how to open an in-home daycare in the state of Wisconsin. The real steps, the real requirements, the real income potential, and what nobody tells you before you get started. If you are new here, I'm Abigail Robinson. I am a daycare owner, business mentor, and creator of resources that help providers open and run a successful childcare program with confidence, okay? Today, I'm going to be walking you through all the daycare types in Wisconsin, the exact credentials that are required, step-by-step licensing process, how much you can realistically earn, and the one business tool every daycare needs before enrolling families. Now, let's start with the foundation. Step number one, you're going to want to choose your daycare type in the state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin actually has two main different paths that you can take to open an in-home childcare. The first one that you can choose from is the certified family childcare, which is a smaller development. It's usually 1 to 3 unrelated children. Then this one is actually overseen by your local agencies and counties. There's fewer requirements, you get a faster approval, and you have to also keep in mind that it is a lower income potential. The second one that you can choose from is a licensed family childcare, which is what I am in the state of Texas. It's a more common, serious option. This one in Wisconsin, you can typically have between 4 to 8 children, and it's licensed through Wisconsin DCF. It allows participation in subsidy programs, is more professional with credibility. You have higher income potential. So if you want this as a real business, then I would definitely go with the licensed childcare home. Step number 2, basic eligibility requirements. To open a licensed childcare home in the state of Wisconsin, you're going to have the list as follows. You're going to have to be at least 18 years or older. You need to have a high school diploma or equivalent. You need to be physically able to take care of children, and you have to have a safe and stable residence, okay? You must also pass all background checks, state and federal background checks. You're going to get fingerprinting for you and every adult living in the home. So if they're 18 and older, they're going to also have to get a background check. You're going to have your health requirements passed, your TB screening, or any other health statements that you have. You need to have proof that you are fit to take care of children. Step number 4, which I think is the fun part, okay? You are now going to prepare your home for licensing. Now, however, even though this sounds fun and it's exciting, this is also where many people underestimate the work that needs to be done. Your home must meet safety standards before licensing comes to your home, okay? You want to make sure you get that approval. So the first thing you're going to need is smoke detectors on each level. You need to also have carbon monoxide detectors. You need to have a fire extinguisher accessible to you. You need to have your emergency evacuation plan posted on the wall. You need to have safe sleep set up for all infants. You need to make sure that all your medicines and chemicals are locked and put away. You need to make sure that you are childproofing everything with like socket covers, your outlet covers. You can use gates. You can use, make sure you have hazard signs if needed, because Wisconsin is going to make sure that your home is safe before they approve you. And I like to give this tip where I get down on my hands and my knees and I pretend that I am a child and seeing things from their point of view and making sure that there are no sharp corners that they can run into, nothing that they can put their finger into that they should not be. Just make sure your home is safe. This is so important. You don't want to open up, spend all this money, all this hard-earned time that you've put into this, and then you get shut down because a child gets hurt because of lack of doing what you needed to do at the beginning. Okay, so make sure your home is safe and up to par before the state comes. Okay, now it really gets fun. Okay, because this is step number 5. You're going to apply for your license. Now here's the realistic timeline. Okay, first thing you're going to do is contact Wisconsin Department of Children and Families. Okay, you're going to attend the required orientation session. I also had to do this in the state of Texas. You're going to submit your application and all the fees. You're going to complete your fingerprinting and background check. You're going to finish training requirements. Like I said, you can do that online or locally. You're going to prepare your home for inspection. You're going to pass your inspection, okay? And then you're going to receive your license. This usually takes between 2 to 4 months. Sometimes it can be faster depending on how quick you submit everything, if you prepare early, but this is going to take, some time. Be patient. Don't break the bank buying so many supplies to make your daycare like the ones you see, okay? But grow with little steps, and I'm rooting for you, okay? You got this. Okay, everyone always wants to know about how much can I make. So let's talk real numbers, what that income look like. Now, I want you to know that your income does depend on your tuition and the number of children that you are allowed to have in your home, okay? That can vary with the space that you have. Tuition rates in your area, that also depends whether you're doing full-time or part-time enrollment. That also plays a huge part, okay? But here are some examples about how much you can make. If you charge about $180 a week per child and care for 6 children, that's $180 times 6, that's $1,080 a week, which is $4,300 a month, and which is then $51,000 a year. Higher rates or more children can push that to a higher income. So you do the math. Some experienced providers can earn between $60,000 to $90,000 per year. You can play with that, okay? Now, remember this is before expenses. So you're going to be also paying a higher bill, but this is just the potential of what you can make. So I want you to keep that in mind. But you can, like I said, you can take subsidy, you can get food reimbursement, you can do like parents' night out. There's different things that you can do to earn more. You can charge a supply fee, late fee, enrollment fee, all those things. But roughly you can make about $53,000 a year or more. Step number 7. I want to talk to you about what most daycare operators miss, mainly because sometimes licensing will make you operate without it. But this is a huge part that I highly recommend not to skip, okay? Your parent policy handbook. Listen, policies are going to protect your business. I stand on this, okay? Before enrolling families, you're going to want to make sure that you have all these policies in place, like your payment schedule and late fees, your sick child policy, the hours and pickup rules, the discipline approach that you do inside of your daycare, the emergency procedures, your vacation and closure policies, your enrollment agreement. I created one and it took me forever to create because I had to do so much research. Without a written policy, parents will test your boundaries and problems will start fast, okay? So that is why I took the one that I created and I made it fully customizable for you. I wanted to make life easier for you. I created my daycare policy handbook and it is available on my website for you to download, edit if you need to. You can just plug in your childcare name, some logos if you want, but it is on my website, www.abigailzrobinson.com, and it has all what is based on a real daycare experience. It's fully editable for your state and program. It includes professional policies that parents expect. It saves you hours of writing, so you don't have to do it because I did it for you. It helps you start organized and confident. Like once you read it, you're going to be feeling more confident in starting your daycare. So do not wait until there's a late payment or a pickup issue to realize that you need policies. Start with them, okay? So again, you can find that on my website, fully customizable for you to just plug in what information you need, but mainly I wrote it for you, okay? Step number 8. get your first families, okay? Once licensed sends you that approval and your policies are ready, you're gonna set your tuition rates. You're gonna create your daily schedule. You're gonna prepare learning and play areas, and you're gonna join local Facebook parent groups, okay? That's huge. That's gonna help you market. You're gonna tell friends that are at church, in your community. Use word of mouth. Create flyers and pass them out in your local grocery stores, okay? Use referrals, okay? Most providers fill their spots faster than expected once approved, okay? So don't be discouraged. You can do it. I'm cheering for you. I know you can. I also offer a one-on-one consultation that is also on my website. If you feel like you need a one-on-one, hold my hand, tell me what to do, and I will be glad to guide you. But I'm also rooting for you that you can do this, okay? Don't forget to pray, because that is huge in this entire development. Okay, you guys, I'm done. That is it. I've created a downloadable PDF that you can download with the steps that we went over. Also, if this video helped you, I would love for you to go to the comments and tell me. Tell me what state you are opening your daycare in. If you're not in Wisconsin, what state are you in? I might make the next video just for you in your state, okay? So drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more daycare business tips. Comment start or dreaming if you haven't yet. And if you want your policies done right, like I've mentioned earlier, grab the customizable handbook at www.abigailzrobinson.com, and I will see you in my next video.